I spent my first 90 days on the help desk being really good at the wrong things. And nobody sat me down and told me this. So I'll tell you, those first 90 days don't just decide whether you keep the job, they set your ceiling. Some of the best techs I've worked with on the queue are still on the queue. Not because they were bad, but because they are good at the wrong things. So 3 things to start doing, 3 to stop, starting from Monday. Let's go. If you've just landed your first help desk role, or you start in a couple of weeks, this one's for you. I did shift work for over 10 years before I got my first IT role. No experience, no degree, just me and my home lab. And then I got in the door and I nearly wasted the only window that job gives you. Here's the bit nobody says out loud. The first 90 days are the only time you get to be new. After that, you're just a person who does what you do. Number 1, stop taking the tickets that everybody else already wants. And I know why you do it. I did it too. The queue's long, you're new, you want the numbers to look right. And there's a password reset sitting there with your name on it. Safe, quick, done. So let me tell you about a ticket nobody wanted. So at my first gig, a ticket comes in from the CEO and you can feel the room change. Nobody's putting their hand up because VIP staff are intimidating. That's just the truth of it. Everyone acts a bit scared of those tickets. And I'm the new guy. I've been there 5 minutes, but I needed to stand out, so I took it. So I walk up to his office, all calm like, and I introduce myself. I'm the new guy from IT. And he gets this weird, worried look in his face, which, fair enough. He's never seen me before, and his day's already gone sideways. So I ask him what's going on. His headset's not working. And he says people on the call are telling him he sounds robotic on Teams. Right, so I'll start where you start. I check the Teams device settings. Sound and mic are both set to the headset, not system default, not something else. That's correct. Now, I check the Teams it's up to date. It is. I repair Teams via the app settings. Nothing. And I'm standing in the CEO's office and I've run out of the obvious stuff. So I do what every honest tech does and won't admit to. I did a secret Google on my laptop, and what do I find? It points to the firmware, or it could be audio drivers. So I open the HP Poly app and update the headset firmware. And for safe measure, we go to Dell support and find the latest audio driver updates and install them too. Then I ring myself from his laptop and he sounds normal again. Now look, that was not a hard ticket. Firmware and drivers, any of them could have fixed it. That was never the point. The point is that nobody put their hand up, and I did. So do this instead. Take the ticket that nobody wants. VIP, the vague one, the one that's been sitting there for 3 days going grey. Here's the thing. Being new is currency. It buys you the right to walk into a room that you haven't earned yet, and it expires. Spend it while you got it. Number 2, stop assuming good work gets noticed on its own. It will not. And that's not your manager being blind. They've got their own queue, their own week, their own fires. But here's what happened after that headset incident. The CEO knew my name, and I want to be careful here because that is not a career plan. One headset didn't get me promoted, but I stopped being someone from IT. So do this instead. Make sure the people outside of your team know your name and know what you're into. And I don't mean networking to go and be someone you're not. I mean find the team that owns the thing that you actually want to learn. The server team, the networking team, the cloud, whoever. And do the boring job that nobody wants that touches their world. Take the asset audit, take the migration grunt work, take the after hours cutover that nobody put their hand up for. Because when a role opens up on that team, they don't post and hope. They'll think of someone, and that someone they think of could be you. Number 3, and this is the one that got me. Stop being the only one who can do the one thing. So, I became the printer guy. And not because I like printers. Nobody likes printers. It was just that when a printer ticket came in, I was the only one who could actually work out the problem and fix it. And then they all started coming to me. And honestly, for a while that felt right because I was new, I felt useful, and people know what you're for. And then one time, I got called in on the weekend just to reboot the print server. That's it. That was the whole job. Reboot the print server. And the reason it had to be me on a Saturday is that I was the only one who'd even bothered to learn it, and I never documented it. And here's the bit that actually stung. I left shift work so I could stop giving up my weekends, and there I was giving up a weekend. Now, I didn't do that on purpose. I wasn't protecting my path. I wasn't hoarding it, to keep to myself. It just drifted. Because I was good at it, I owned it, so nobody else learned it. Nobody decides to become the printer guy, and that's why it's worth saying out loud. The tech who's the only person who can do a thing does not get moved off of that thing. Indispensable is a trap. It reads as loyalty right up until the day you try to leave the queue and there's nobody to hand it to. So do this instead. Write it down where somebody else can find it. The shared knowledge base, the team wiki, the solution field in your ticket. The whole lot works. Pick the one your team would open because today, badly, nobody's marking it. It takes about 5 minutes to fix because the queue is not the job. The queue is the room where you learn the job. So that's your 90 days. Take the ticket nobody wants. Get known outside the queue. And don't be the printer guy. And look, every one of those assumes you've already got the job. A lot of people watching this haven't yet, and they've already decided why. Too old, too late, missed the window, and the age is almost never the problem. It's the thing sitting underneath it, and once you can name that thing, it's fixable. That's this one right here. I'm Trev. I'll see you in the next one.